हेलो एवरीवन, आज की वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ फोरियर ट्रांसफॉर्म. As you know, the similar properties we have seen in case of Fourier series, including linearity, time shifting, time reversal, then time scaling was there, complex conjugate, as well as partial solution. Let us define it in case of Fourier transform. So as per as the first property is considered, that is linearity property, which shows the superposition principle. So let us consider we have an input signal x1 of t whose Fourier transform, probably continuous time Fourier transform, I am writing it as x of j omega or x1 of j omega, and we have another signal, it is x2 of t whose Fourier transform is x2 j omega. Then our statement is the linear combination of input signal, that is a x1t plus b x2 t, its combined Fourier transform should be, now x1t's Fourier transform is x1 j omega, so this is x1 j omega plus b into x2t's Fourier transform is x2 j omega. So this is known as the linearity property. This property is quite easy, so we are not going to prove the linearity property. Let us come across the second property, which is called as time shifting. So here definitely we have to shift the input signal by certain delay. Let us consider the first statement. If we have an input signal x of t whose Fourier transform is x of j omega, then we have to shift the input signal. That means I have to add certain delay. X of t minus t naught's Fourier transform becomes, now we know x of t's Fourier transform is x of j omega, and this is shifted by t naught, so in terms of exponential term it becomes e raised to j omega into t naught. See, we are the signal is shifted by same amount of time, that is t naught. Now to prove this property, we will write directly Fourier transform. We have to find Fourier transform of this function of x of t minus t naught is, so we have the formula integration, we'll keep the integration term as it is, t minus t naught exponential into dt. Now let us come the second step. So we'll substitute this term, let t minus t naught is m, so t becomes m plus t naught, and if I differentiate on both the side, we'll get dt is equals to tm. So when we put those values, now the integration is with respect to m, this is xm exponential, instead of t naught, sorry, this is t, instead of t this becomes now m plus t naught into dm. Now when I split this exponential term, we'll get the constant term e raised to minus j omega m into e raised to minus j omega t naught. I am taking e raised to minus j omega t naught outside, integration, this is xm e raised to minus j omega m into dm. We know this is probably the formula for Fourier transform, so our equation holds x of j omega into e raised to minus j omega t naught. So this is known as time shifting property. Now if it is a time shifting property, let us prove its counterpart as frequency shifting property. Now in case of time shift, we have introduced a delay of t naught in input signal. Now this procedure should be repeated for frequency shifting. So we'll write again the same statement. If we have an input signal x of t whose Fourier transform is x of j omega, then now we have to write its statement. Frequency shift, we will add certain delay in this term, so definitely our output term will be x of j omega minus omega naught. Now see, in case of time shift, if you added delay in t, the replication was exponential in output term. Now we are adding omega naught in frequency term, so definitely the same will be replicated. and I can write this x of t as it is. This is shifted by omega naught, so this becomes e raised to j omega naught into t. In case of time shift, here it was e raised to minus j omega, now this is e raised to plus j omega naught. Now let us prove this directly. We have to find Fourier transform of this function, that is Fourier transform of x of t into e raised to minus j omega naught t is equal to, this are integration x of t e raised to j omega naught t into e raised to minus j omega t into dt. Now here base is same, we can take a common term as j as well as t, so this holds x of t into e raised to minus j, this becomes omega minus omega naught t into dt. Now here the answer lies. If we have the formula also with us, here it is, I can correlate with this. If it is a function of omega, only omega, it is x of j omega. Now this is a function of omega minus omega naught, so definitely this will be the Fourier transform of omega minus omega naught. So this is known as frequency shifting property. Let us come across the next, time scaling. We have seen the basic concepts in earlier topics, x of t is Fourier transform x of j omega. Then now I already told you, whenever it is a time scaling operation, just divide the output signal by the factor. So here time scaling by a factor say beta, so its Fourier transform becomes, divide this by beta and this entire term by beta, so that the signal will be either compressed or it will be expanded. So in order to find its Fourier transform, again we have to find Fourier transform of this function x of beta t will be integration, we keep it as it is, into dt को भी ऐसे लिखेंगे. Now next method में हम क्या लिखेंगे, substitution. Let beta t is equals to m, so t becomes equals to m by beta, so dt will be 1 by beta into tm. Now put this value here. Now this is an integration with respect to m, ये हो जाएगा x of m, this is e raised to minus j ओमेगा, t की जगह पर हम लिखेंगे m by बीटा इंटू dt की जगह पे लिखेंगे dm by बीटा. ये बीटा कांस्टेंट है, उसको बाहर निकालेंगे, सो ये हो जाएगा 1 by बीटा, ये इंटीग्रेशन x of m into e raised to minus j. I am just making the adjustment ओमेगा by बीटा, इस बीटा को हम यहाँ पर डिवाइड करेंगे m into dm. अब देखो ओमेगा होता तो x of j ओमेगा आ जाएगा, लेकिन ये है ओमेगा डिवाइडेड बाय बीटा, सो डेफिनेटली ये हो जाएगा x of j ओमेगा बाय बीटा. That is known as time scaling property. So we have seen 4 properties: linearity, time shifting, frequency shifting and time scaling property. We'll see one more property, that is time reversal. So the first statement will remain as it is. Now we have to reverse this input signal, that means instead of x of t, now it will be x of minus t, and we have to find its Fourier transform. Now let us consider that we don't know what will be at the output term, but we know the input term, so let us find it. In case of its proof, we'll write Fourier transform of x of minus t is, which is equals to integration, this is our x of minus t e raised to minus j omega t into dt. Second step लिखेंगे substitution. Let minus t is equals to m, t becomes equals to minus m, and dt becomes equals to minus dm. So when you put this value, now this integration is with respect to m, this is x of m e raised to minus j omega. Instead of t, this is minus m, and dt, this is minus dm. माइनस साइन को बाहर निकालेंगे तो ये हो जाएगा इंटीग्रेशन x of m e raised to minus j, this minus sign I will give to omega, ये हो जाएगा minus omega m into dm. So instead of omega now we are getting minus omega, so definitely this is Fourier transform of minus x of minus j omega. तो ये हो जाएगा आंसर टाइम रिवर्सल का माइनस x of minus j omega. So this is about the basic properties of Fourier transform. In next video we will see some miscellaneous properties of Fourier transform, like differentiation in time domain, differentiation in frequency domain. Then now we are having a Parseval's relation as well as multiplication properties of Fourier transform. Now why they are called as miscellaneous properties? Because most of the examples they are directly based on those properties. So watch the video, it will be uploaded soon. Thank you.